So in my last video, I went over the first 3 steps to help you discover your personal style. And today I am going to give you my final 3 tips or secrets, I like to call them, that are going to help you really develop your personal style. So let's get started. So in the last video, and if you haven't watched that, I highly recommend you go back and watch it. I will put it in the description box below. But in the last video, I talked about just the fundamentals and the basics. One, having to edit your closet, find out what your workhorses are to help get you started and motivated. And I wanted to give you a little bit of time to let that marinate before we moved on to the next step, which is actually the fun part, which is actually taking all of those creative ideas that you may have put on the shelf or you may have long forgotten about them. And now it's time to bring them all to the forefront to help you with developing your style. Before we get started, you will need a few things. One, you could do it the old-fashioned way, which is taking magazines or paper clippings, poster board, glue and gluing them onto a poster board, or you can use your tablet. I will, of course, be using my iPad Pro. And you can use anything from Canva. If you have the iPad Pro, you can use Freeform, or I'm going to actually show you how the easiest way to do this that everybody has access to is Pinterest and using a Pinterest board. The first style secret I have for you today is I want you to find your style icon. This is where you are going to pull inspiration from. This is the person that when you see them, you're like, damn, I like how she dresses. I wish I could pull that off. There's something about just the way she dresses, how she carries herself, and all of those things in between. I wish I was confident enough to wear that type of look. Here's the biggest secret, and I'm going to give it right away in the very beginning. The biggest secret is confidence. So any of your style inspirations that you see when they're wearing their clothes, they have the confidence, and they really don't matter what people think or say about them when they wear it. That is why they are able to pull off the styles that they're able to pull off. Now, these individuals can be someone you know in real life. They could be a public figure. They could even be a movie or a TV character, because guess what? 9 times out of 10, that's probably where we're getting our inspiration from anyway. Now, when you're doing this, I want you to really just have fun with it, be free. This is your personal style. Who is as close to your style that you have in your mind? And then I want you to pull from that. I want you to pick maybe 1 to 3, no more than 3. And I want you to take those photos and I want you to really just look at them and try to figure out what is it that you like. Now, I will say this is for inspiration. This isn't for you to copy or mimic, because then we become boring and that's how everybody looks the same. But I want you to find that particular inspiration. I'll give you my 2 style inspirations. So one is Olivia Pope from Scandal. She is timeless, classic, and could just pull anything off and everything off. And no matter what she wore, it looked flawless. And if you watch the show, now I wasn't a fan of the show or watched the show a lot, but what I did love and appreciate about her character is how she dressed and how it wasn't overstated, but it wasn't understated. But it just was like everything was just pulled together nice and effortlessly. And I think when I do see clips from the show, I realize is that it all came back to Olivia's confidence, and that also helped probably propel her with just in her everyday life, even though she's a character. The next person that I like as a style icon is Rihanna. Now, a lot of you are probably looking at me and thinking to myself, really? When it comes to your style icons, it doesn't matter how old they are, how young they are, that's who your style icons are. Why do I like Rihanna? I like her because she has this bit of an edge to her, but it's not overly edgy. She has a style that maybe not considered edgy, but more like a street style / edgy style that I really like and admire. And she likes to incorporate some of the classic styles and looks that we know along with that, and then kind of blends it all together. And to me, she does it flawlessly. So be sure to have fun, think about it for a minute, and then find photos of that and put them down. So now that we know who your style icons are, style secret number 2 is a color palette. Here's what I'm going to tell you about color. Color can make or break your personal style. So you do want to spend a little bit of time with doing this. The easiest way to do all of this actually is to create a Pinterest board. And I want you to put your style icons on there, and I want you to pull color palettes as well. Here's the easy way to do it. 1, you want to find your base color. So your black, your gray, your brown, your navy. This will make up not all of your wardrobe, but a portion of it. Think of your base colors as the colors that literally go with anything and every other color that we're going to talk about. Next, you want to look at your neutral colors. So these are your creams, these are your tans, and actually gray and black can also be your neutral colors as well. Here's the thing with neutral colors that a lot of people probably underestimate. Neutral colors can take a look, a boring look, and elevate it 3 or 4 steps. Because they're neutral, they go great with the base colors, and they're also going to go great with your accent colors as well. They kind of tie and bring everything together when it comes to your neutral colors. And last but not least, because we all like a little bit of color, you get to pick your colors. This is going to give you that extra pop that you like. So if you like purple, then you're going to incorporate purple. For me, if I like green, I'm going to incorporate green. You're going to want to say have 1 base color, maybe 3 or 4 neutrals, and maybe 2 accent colors to start off with. As you become more comfortable with your color selections and your palettes, then you can build and bring more in. But what you'll realize is that once you get all of this together, you're going to actually start to like your wardrobe more, and it will also begin to allow you to have a mix and match wardrobe to where every morning or every time you get up to get dressed, it's like going shopping every single day. Last but not least, I want you to experiment. And I think this is where a lot of us get tripped up. 1, we think we have to go out and we have to buy a whole bunch of clothes and experiment that way. No, because when you do that, you've wasted a lot of money, and you're going to find out what you bought isn't what you like. Here's what I want you to do. Instead of doing that, I want you to go to your closet, because I promise you, you have things in your closet that you could actually play around with right now. If, for example, if your base color is black, and I just so happen to have a pair of black pants right here. So if your base color is black and you want to experiment with something, I have a blazer here. This is how you experiment. You're going to use everything that you have. This might be something, say for example, even if you have a pair of burgundy pants, you can try this with this. This is how you begin to experiment. I want you to experiment with what you have. If you find combinations that you like, but you're still unsure of or not comfortable with, that's okay. I want you to wear it around the house. And as you become more comfortable with it, maybe go outside of the house with it a little bit, maybe go to work in it, maybe run errands in that particular color combination, depending on what it is. I want you to also have fun with this. So if you say, you have a t-shirt and you may have a tulle skirt and you think, oh, you know what? I want to try that. Go ahead and try it. As you begin to do this, the experimentation part is going to help you figure out what you like and what you don't like, what you want to invest in and what you may want to get rid of, things, and also things that you may want to incorporate into your wardrobe. So with the experimentation part, I want you to be mindful, have fun, relax, because remember, your personal style is personal to you and to nobody else. So there you have it, my final 3 secrets on how to develop and discover your personal style. And always remember, when it comes to personal style, what looks good on me may not look good on you, and vice versa. Personal style is personal. And it's a way of dressing the way you feel on the inside and bringing it to life on the outside. And I hope that we all find the confidence and the courage to do that. So if you are ready to get started and you did not go back and watch the first video, I highly recommend that you go back and watch the first video that will help get you started with finding your personal style. Until next time, stay healthy, stay safe, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.